God, but wonder if you hear me. Does that mean I've lost my faith? I'm stumbling and weary, cause I'm hungry like a stomach that is rumbling and barely can survive. And when you look in my eyes, you see they teary. The tears trickle down my face, but don't last long. I sit back and just lament like an old jazz song. Let's say whatever. They try to start to pull myself together, press reset, and step towards a brand new endeavor. But I know these feelings I felt are bound to come back. And when they do, I gotta face them like I'm proud that I'm black. I wear my heart on my sleeve, irrespective how I'm feeling, so I can speak softly. Or Dame Dash to me, and I'm way past the age of me remaining aloof. If something is affecting me, I gotta stand on my truth. It's easier to say and harder to do. It's like an art, cause not everybody got heart. Still classic. I'm still classic. Still classic. I'm still classic. I have the desire to win, never give up on myself and burn the fire within. Can listen to a million people who be trying to convince me of something that ain't for me. Won't tame the lion within, and you can catch me on a bad day. I know we all get them, but I strive to overcome them, expose them like torn denim. Sometimes they get the better of me, but I won't let them permanently leave me in a place where I'll be cold-deaded. I cannot let the world affect my blood pressure, driving me around without me staring like this was a Tesla. So I'm on the front line regarding absolutely everything, moving like a soldier who on active duty. And even if my platoon is dead, I gotta recharge, recalibrate, and find a way to move ahead. It's easier to say, harder to do. It's an art, cause not everybody got heart. Still classic. I'm still classic. Still classic. I'm still classic. Classic. Don't get it twisted, get it right. 25 years older, 25 years colder, I'm still at it, I'm still classic. I still got a catalog, figure the mathematics, no static. I still got the vinyl that my father told me have it. I'm still in the habit of waking up, take a record like a celly with no signal, I'm breaking up. See, classic was the day, was my doorway, and it didn't matter who was trying to block in the hallway, had to make him scatter. The boom-bapper, the airtight rapper, homie, catch me if you can, I'm like Leonardo DiCaprio. In 97, stood on the stage with Chuck D from PE. The only way to know what it was like was to be me. That was the first time I saw myself on the TV. Could never know for certain if the future was easy, but thank God that I arrived, and here with y'all to celebrate the classic 25. Don't get it twisted, get it right. Classic. Still classic. Classic. Don't get it twisted, get it right. Classic. Classic. Yeah. Still classic. Don't get it twisted, get it right, yo. My first words on my first album were brace yourself. My only competition yet was to face myself. That's why you see me standing in the mirror on the front cover of my first record. Now you probably go check it, give you a second. Yeah. Black royalty like Megan. The only thing is I was not invited, never begging. I just stayed home alone and made plans like I was Kevin. I signed my record deal 9/7 on May 1st. A quarter of a century later and I stayed thirsty. I make records and without warning I come back like Columbo with just one more thing. And every time I make an album I feel it's the last one, but then inspiration hits me and another one comes just like that. So thank God that I'm alive and here with y'all to celebrate the classic 25, yo. Don't get it twisted, get it right. Classic. Still classic. Classic. Don't get it twisted, get it right. Classic. Classic. Still classic. Classic. Don't get it twisted, get it right. Classic. If it wasn't for music, I'd probably lose it. It ain't enough to just rhyme it, gotta produce it. So you can feel what I'm saying, every component. All these emotions I'm feeling in every moment. See, I remember the days when I got started, going from label to label, getting disheartened. I joined a couple of crews, but then I broke out. I didn't like how they moved, I couldn't hold out. And so I had to go solo, but that was okay. To contemplate giving up was just a no way. I didn't have any money, so had to spend time to try to learn everything so I could get mine. Not everybody would show appreciation, and there were times when I felt the trepidation. But I could not be convinced of something different. The only thing left to do is go the distance. 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 If it weren't for the fans, I wouldn't do this. Cause everybody's a rapper, but some are clueless. They saturating the game with just a demo, and trying to talk too much tech like Donatello. But yo, I guess everyone should get their 15. Eventually they'll awaken from their quick dream, and in some cases that dream can be a nightmare. Just like it's WV, it can be right here. And just like MJB, you search for real love. But if your heart ain't in it, how can you feel loved? Yo, it's a matter of fact, you cannot change it. But still you wondering why they disengaging. Maybe you gotta re-up, but come again, yo. Cause y'all don't wanna get played like a Nintendo. I gotta give them they props for their persistence, but I don't think it's enough to go the distance. The distance. The distance. Stixx Parris together, we were the baddest and sat in the same class in school. My two friends from all the way back then, fast forward to today, we still cool. Yo, Stixx Parris combined, we were the baddest and sat in the same class in school. It's like we had this burning desire to leave before we could leave. It felt like school was suffocating our dreams to do this music, yeah. Parris and Stixx were both DJs in the studio with Dylan's how we spending our days. I was in the booth rhyming while Parris on the decks doing the cuts for Queen of Diamonds, and Stixx dropped the needle on the break for Worldwide. Sometimes he on stage singing It's About Time. Parris stayed close, but Stixx would stay closer. Parris a go-getter, no playing, he'd make the most of absolutely every single opportunity. From Westwood, Sony Street Team, and DMC was the first of the three to make it on TV. And he got to taste the dream of TOTP. I'm so glad I got to walk with my peeps. Stixx and Parris together, we were the baddest and sat in the same class in school. My two friends from all the way back then, fast forward to today, we still cool. Stixx and Parris indeed survived the madness of growing up on these Hackney streets. We never had this urge to do no criminal acts and get caught up in prison. No, we were making these tracks. Stixx on the 1210s, I'm on the MIC. Parris left Stokey, headed for NYC, while me and Stixx in Japan, he just as famous as me. Chilling out with Nujabes and sipping on green tea, and we would go on tour. I've known him since I was 4, so everything from the beginning he was there and he saw. From my very first demo to collecting awards, we were up on these stages, we were killing these floors. You couldn't stop us or pause. Stixx and Parris together, we were the baddest, and so all these other rappers, they couldn't quite understand us. It didn't matter, cause we were destined for tariffs that were truly unique to us. So I'ma say it again. Stixx and Parris together, we were the baddest and sat in the same class in school. My two friends from all the way back then, fast forward to today, we still cool. We are the coldest. Say what? I used to sell vinyl out of my Adidas record bag. Carbon copy writing out the invoice was a drag. And I'm trying to send the music for reviews in every mag. Self-promoted, on the radio zoning, soaking up every moment. In the studio writing, bleaching it through the night. So hungry and excited, my light gon' shine the brightest. I don't care in the slightest about no rapper trying to take my spot, cause that's absurd. Perhaps they hadn't heard about my wizardry with words. And perhaps it ain't occurred that I ain't accepting third or second place. Silver never looks as good as gold. My record plays on radio stations in countries that I've never traveled. Now promoters wanna book me to perform, so I unravel my set list at the sound check. Don't let the sound get muffled. USB in the duffel. I'm building up my repertoire with each and every step. Nobody ever told us that we would be rubbing shoulders with these agents and promoters who considered us the coldest. Yeah. Carbon copy, carbon copy, carbon copy. We are the coldest. Carbon copy, carbon copy, carbon copy. We are the coldest. Say what? I used to sell vinyl out of my Adidas record bag. Carbon copy writing out the invoice was a drag. Me and Stixx would go to Soho with the records that we had. And the fact is, I would pay for the lacquers. Now I'm forever stressing to get my chest pressings. Getting back and I'm guessing if they've used too much compression. Yo, where are my exporters? I gotta chase the orders and pack these records carefully. Try not to bend the corners. Boxes of 25, my taxi has arrived. I'm packing up the trunk, making deliveries on time. Now labels start to reach out, fly us overseas. The A&Rs take us to eat out. VIP backstage, somebody smoked the weed out. And still I'm in my 20s, a business meeting with a record label up in Denny's. And yeah, I get the check, but after that I got the check. I'm building up my repertoire with each and every step. Nobody ever told us that we would be rubbing shoulders with executives and owners who considered us the coldest. Carbon copy, carbon copy, carbon copy. We are the coldest. Copy, carbon copy, carbon copy. We are the coldest. Say what?
To a constantly surprising refrain.
Zakes Gordon.
To a constantly surprising refrain.
Zakes Gordon.
To a constantly surprising refrain.
Zakes Gordon. Yo, I knew this cat named Zakes. I used to send him tapes. The A&R at Jive, he used to mess with Tribe. I would turn up with no appointment, keep the hope alive. Sat in reception with my music on cassette. And after 20 minutes came down looking perplexed. Like, did I book you in? I think I must have missed the memo. I know it sounds cliche, but listen to my demo. The Zakes left Jive when PWL. Around the same time, I be rocking the bells. It's the funky takeover, giving rap a makeover. Radio, playing my records without no payola. Within a couple years, Zakes working another label. Almo, Southwest London, he may be able to hook a brother up. I guess I have to place my bets. The next thing I know, we signed Soul Silhouette. Put me in the studio to see how soulful I get. Making record after record, and all from the sake, cause Zakes putting me on to make classic was the day. Zakes Gordon. I was downstairs in the lab working on track. Zakes was upstairs at his desk with a Pepsi Max. But the next thing I know, my whole deal fell apart. Yo, but Zakes told me about this new label he would start. So I signed with Utmost and put Classic out. Saw me doing this up close, knew what I was about. I was all about the music. Heartfelt integrity came next, produced it. After that we went our separate ways. I went fully independent, but remember the days of a young man giving a young boy a shot. And my only job was to give it everything I got. So that's it, that's the way we form classic. So if you're fortunate enough to have the plastic, I salute you. You a captain, you a general, you got the minerals. You've been supporting me way before the digital. Zakes Gordon, the story untold. And yo, there's more to the story, but I'll keep it on hold for real. Zakes Gordon. Zakes Gordon. This is jazz music. by the sound of jazz. Count Basie was the first artist I bought. Go back to the past to hear these dudes from the 40s and 50s having a blast. Now it's on my turntable, like which part should I grab? I was looping up samples, taking them into class. The other students listened, told me that these beats sound bad. Now that's bad, meaning better than good. I had the Midas touch. I was producing and realized I couldn't write as much, but I soon evened it out. I was nice on the faders and the same with the mic in my mouth. I wrote on paper, no typing it out, and my words were like an instrument, especially when reciting them out. I was known around the way as the kid that plays music from way back in the days when your skin tone shade would have you sitting at the back of the bus. Now times change, but I gotta pay homage to the star of the stage. Jazz music, this is jazz music. Jazz music, this is jazz. I'm captivated by the sound of jazz. This is jazz music. Jazz music, this is jazz. Star of the stage. I time travel when I read the liner notes on record sleeves, imagining what it was like to be a celebrity, famous for playing jazz or writing these melodies. When I would hear the sound, it was more than I'd ever need. I took the records and would loop a couple seconds, grab the mic, begin to bless it like 1, 2, check it. The sound I developed would start to get perfected, and that's how I know I'm moving in the right direction. Digging in the crates, you could say that was the way of living with the greats. Keep the magic alive for newer generations. Unapologetically black, no hesitation. Unapologetically current, no reservations. Unapologetically jazz, no apprehension. Hip-hop took on the format as an extension, so I pay homage to more than I can mention. Jazz music, this is jazz music.